how we doing tonight, Disney fans? It's Matt with the DPI podcast, and it is Tuesday, May the 10th, and we're talking some Disney again this week. Lots going on. Let's this a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit better. But yeah, lots going on at Disney. There always seems to be something going on, but this week, lots of little things, nothing huge, nothing earth-shattering. We didn't get dining plans back. We didn't get, an announcement on a date for Tron or Fantasmic or anything like that. But it's a lot of stuff that is really good. We're going to talk a little bit about Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to talk about the Epcot overhaul and kind of what was released on that. We're going to talk a little bit about a show coming back to Disneyland, and some things that are going on the new ship. So let's jump into the news right now. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot opens. It'll have a virtual queue in place. No standby queue available. I don't think this is a huge surprise to anybody. This was one of those things that we knew was going to happen. So, it is kind of expected that was what was going to happen. Guardians is going to open up on Memorial Day weekend. So, May, 26th, 27th, 28th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. On that weekend, they are doing annual pass holder previews right now. If you want to know what the ride is about, if you want to know just anything about it, you can watch all of the stinking ride if you want. You can watch it on YouTube right now. The first group of pass holders, we knew we would get a bunch of the video, even though it says that they don't want you to video the ride right now, but it's all out there. So if you want to see it, you can. Not a huge surprise there. A little bit of news on Fantasmic at Disney World. Kind of the same news that we had for Fantasmic at Disneyland. That a new sequence is going to replace the Pocahontas scene. It's going to feature multiple characters. Each will have their own new moment, during the new scene. It will also replace the scene that's specific slot in the show. Also, it's a bit longer than the current scene. So, timing and that kind of stuff, they've really had to redo the whole show when it came to pyrotechnics and all that kind of stuff. Music, yada yada. Also, there were a lot of technology upgrades to the theater, and there were a lot of those announced today. Upgrades into the video projection, upgrades into the pyrotechnics, upgrades into the sound. So lots and lots and lots going into that new Fantasmic show that we still don't have an opening date for yet. I think we're going to get soon. I think that's going to be probably the next shoe to fall, is going to be Guardians. And then from there, we're going to see probably dining plans. I think dining plans will be the next thing to happen. And then from there, we will probably see... We'll probably get a Tron date before the end of the year. I'm still thinking Tron is going to be pushing being part of the 50th, which is through the end of next March. Moving on a little bit, let's talk a little bit about Epcot's transformation. So Epcot's transformation, lots going on with Epcot's transformation. We had the upgrades to Spaceship Earth lighting. We had the upgrades to the front of the entry area. We've had the upgrades to bringing in Ratatouille, Guardians, the tear down of basically that whole center area and getting the new gift shop and all that kind of stuff, the new Starbucks area with that quick service restaurant in there. So Disney released some pictures on kind of what the new area is going to look like, and they're bringing a lot of trees in, it looks like, and it's really, man, it's really, really, really like devoted to festivals. And I think when you think of Epcot was always that learning park. And it's really, really, really gone away from its roots. I think part of it was bringing in as much of the IP as they did. I think part of it was they just festival the whole year now. I mean, other than a few weeks, there's 11 months of festivals there now. Yeah. Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, Festival of the Holidays. And they just hit you in succession, and they get a week, 10 days between to breathe, and then they're going again. So, Epcot is the festival park now. And if you haven't accepted that, I think you're going to have a hard time going to Epcot now. Looks like we might still get Cherry Tree Lane, which would be nice. That was the Mary Poppins area in the UK. That would be nice to see. We're not getting the festival, or the play area that they had initially said. It doesn't look like they're doing the upgrades on the inside of Spaceship Earth like they said. I think the things that they dropped are really going to hurt Epcot as it moves forward. You're getting Journey of Water. You're going to get Guardians. You got Ratatouille. What happens next? Is it the Coco invades Mexico, which, they already started on the front with the Dia de la Muertos stuff, and really bringing that Coco feel into the entry of the Mexico Pavilion. Why don't they just redo Three Caballeros? How many people are going to complain about that? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things that I just feel like Epcot is. It's a good park. It's a good park. Don't get me wrong when I say that. But Epcot is really becoming the park for the teenager to the mid 20 something. And I think that's where they're really focusing. I don't know. I still think it's a good park. I still think it has a lot to offer to a lot of people. They're dropping the wrong projects. I think that's the big thing. They're really dropping the wrong projects. Let's go over to Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Launch Bay. It reopened without characters last week, and we got word from Brooke Geiger McDonald that there is plans to bring those character meet and greets back to that area, which is fantastic. There were 3 of them in there when we went in March of 2020. They had Chewbacca, they had Darth Vader, and they had BB-8. So, BB-8, of course, is a statue, but it interacts with the droids. I just feel like I'm hair out of focus. It interacts with the droids. If you build droids or you bring droids in, it interacts with those droids, which is really cool. So the BB-8 will start talking, your droids will start talking back. it's kind of fun. Chewie and Darth Vader, fantastic meet and greets. I was really impressed with both of those. Yeah, it's just a cool area. I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, Launch Bay is a really cool area with all the memorabilia that's in there, just everything that you have to look at, and then when the characters come back, 3 solid character meet and greets in there. I mean, you can easily dump a couple hours in the air conditioning and get some cool meet and greets and really kind of geek out in some Star Wars stuff. So, really happy to hear that. Over in Animal Kingdom, Animal Kingdom's trams are coming back. So the trams are coming back slowly. Magic Kingdom has their trams back. Animal Kingdom's trams are coming back at the end of May. Still nothing for Hollywood Studios or for Epcot, but we're under the impression that trams are coming back across all of the parks by the end of the year. Just like we're going to get minivans back, just like we're going to get a dining plan at some point. Dining plan's really the one that hurts me. I really like the dining plan. I just think there's so many opportunities to really do well with the dining plan. All right. TheLaughingPlace.com had a great article about Bob Chapek at the Indiana University commencement. Bob Chapek referred to the Magic Kingdom as the happiest place on Earth. I'm just going to let that sit for a second. You're the president of Disney, the CEO of Disney, and you don't know the difference between the two parks. Now, granted, could it be I just misspeak, didn't know what park he was talking about? Whatever. You are the president of Disney. You should know your motto. You should know your mission. You should know those things inside and out. You're the driver of those things. Not a good look. I posted over on Twitter, I said, of all the things that Chapek's done since he took over the company in 2020, this is going to be the one that gets him fired. Because it's going to get all the people in the most uproar. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing sometimes, how little people care about the position there. And just, any position in general. If you're a janitor, if you're, a teacher, if you're a professional athlete, there are certain expectations with every role. And when you can't meet those expectations, it's just a bad look on that company. If you go into a place and there's trash everywhere, the janitorial staff looks terrible. If your kids come home from school and they're not learning anything at school, the teacher looks bad. When you have this guy that just he doesn't have the vision of a Disney. And that's what is running the parks right now, and running the whole ship. And where's it going? So, all right, moving on. We're gonna go over to Magic Kingdom. We've got Tron being built over there. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna see Tron before the end of the first quarter next year. As far as January, February, March, not first quarter for Disney, which is October, November, December. I think we're looking after March, probably either just before the spring break crowd or just after the spring break crowd for next year. But good news on the Walt Disney Railroad. It's going to open next month. This is a rumor from Mickey Central that it is going to open before Tron is completed, which is a huge deal. I've said this from day one. The 50th anniversary at Magic Kingdom without the Walt Disney Railroad just felt like a sham. I mean, when you think about Walt Disney and his love of trains, and to have the park open and that not running, even if it was doing a forward-backward loop from, the Main Street station all the way back to Casey Jr.'s, and then coming back around the other way, that would have made more sense than these things being parked. But they're parked. And hopefully next month we're going to get them back. So this is, we got this rumor yesterday, so I would say June is the rumored date for that coming back. Sorry about that. I'm dinging on the work phone. All right, let's go over to Disneyland. Tale of the Lion King debuts at Disneyland on May the 28th. So if you're going to one of the parks on Memorial Day weekend, you're going to get something new coming at you. So beginning May 28th, 2022, Disneyland Park will welcome Tale of the Lion King to its new home at the Fantasyland Theater, where the original story theater adaptation of Disney's The Lion King will be staged in an all-new presentation. At the heart of the production is a traveling troupe known as the Storytellers of the Pride Lands, who weave a tale of how a cub becomes a king through dialogues, song, dance, and percussion. From scenic and costume designs to the original music arrangements and choreography, every aspect of Tale of the Lion King honors and inspired by the cultural roots of this timeless story. So really cool artist rendering. Stage show, not necessarily like Celebration, a Festival of the Lion King that is over at Animal Kingdom. This is more like Frozen Ever After. Or for the first time in forever, the Frozen sing-along stage show. The Little Nemo, or Finding Nemo in the Great Big Blue, or whatever they're going to call the new show. That type of thing. Stage show, not stage show, like the Lion King is at Animal Kingdom. So, looks cool. Hopefully, when we go out to Disneyland, it's something we're going to be able to see. Pretty awesome. I'm going to turn this off because you guys don't want to keep hearing my phone ding. So, all right. Disney Cruise Lines. Let's talk about the Disney Wish. So, Wish is going to start sailing in July. Disney Wish is the newest ship of the fleet, and it's basically going to be taking what the Dream was doing from Port Canaveral to Nassau over a certain number of days and hitting Castaway Cay in between. Well, they released some of the merchandise, and of course you're going to get your high-end stuff like the Dooney and Bourke bags, your Pandora charms, that kind of stuff. Also, inaugural cruise, shirts, and just the whole 9 yards. If you think about Disney and merchandising, they do it well. A Loungefly backpack and ears that are going to be tailored to the Grand Hall, which is Cinderella. So it's light blue with pearls with a dark blue bow. Really, really cool. Dooney and Bourke bag. So just all of think of your high-end brands that Disney pushes. You're going to get something for the Wish on all of those brands. You can go over to Disney Parks blog and see all of the items that they are showcasing. But really, Pandora bracelet, some of the clothing line, Dooney and Bourke bag, Loungefly backpack, and ears. Last bit of news that we have before we go over and check the Twitter sphere and see what else is going on there. Details released about Fantasmic upgrades. We knew that there was going to be technical upgrades because of the new scene, and basically lighting system, audio system, projection system, new music and scenes with all of that whole new scene that's taking the place of the Pocahontas scene, which is what it is. So let's look around. Anybody? Hi. You guys are watching? Thank you very much. Pretty awesome to have you tonight. I'm Matt with the DPI podcast. You can check out all of our social media accounts. They're scrolling around on the bottom down there. Also, our website as well. We work with a company called Princess and the Mouse Disney Travel to book and plan Disney vacations, whether it's Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, going overseas. We can do planning for all of those vacations. Just let us know. Best way to do it is on Facebook, either at DPI Podcast or at PATM Disney Travel over on Facebook. Let's go over to Twitter itself and see if there's anything new. Disney copyrights are being targeted by new bill. So Disney has special exemption on their copyrights. Disney has special exemption on a lot of things, but they have special exemption on their copyrights so that other companies can't steal the mouse, basically. Disney decided to be political. Politics are fighting back. There I am. Federal judge dismisses taxpayer lawsuit against DeSantis over dismantling of Reedy Creek Improvement District. If you didn't listen or watch the show from a couple weeks ago when I talked about this, this whole thing is a sham. This whole Reedy Creek thing is an absolute sham. Nothing's going to happen on it except for regular people are probably going to get screwed. So if you live in the two counties, Orange or Osceola County, fight like hell because your taxes are going to be insane if this happens. But past that, I don't know what you can do. Again, Disney got into politics. Politics is fighting back. But in this one's weird because the politics that are fighting back are really trying to help Disney. Disney supports the Republican Party in Florida. As much as they want to do all the things, they support the Republican Party in Florida. And this doesn't hurt them the way you think it does. So just read all you can on it. Fight like hell if you're in Orange and Osceola counties, or else you're going to get hammered with taxes. Disney Plus expands the Descendants universe with a movie musical. Okay. The Pocket Watch. Seems interesting. This is coming from D23. Just announced today. Disney Plus is bringing an all-new fantasy musical to your homes very soon with The Pocket Watch. It's a working title. In the film, director Jennifer Fang, executive producer Gary Marsh, and writers Dan Frey and Russell Somer, taking viewers back to Oregon and down the rabbit hole to hostile territory of Wonderland, where they will meet Red, the unruly daughter of the Queen of Hearts, who will reluctantly join forces with Chloe, travel back in time using the White Rabbit's pocket watch to prevent an impending coup on Ordon. Fun! Hey, Allie. A new Descendants musical's coming. Yeah, musical. What do you think?
I thought the other movies were musicals.
She thought the other movies were musicals.
I mean, they sing a lot.
They sing a lot.
Difference?
That's a great take, Allie.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Okay. Sounds good. They're going to meet the Queen of Hearts' daughter.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Because remember at the end of that one thing, and it was the roses, and there was a paint bucket with red paint in it?
Oh, I forgot about that. Good call. Easter egg at the end. Was it the animated one?
Yeah, it was like the happily ever after.
Yeah, the one of the wedding.
Yeah.
At the end of the wedding one, they had the bucket of paint and the roses. Allie with the dropping the Descendants knowledge on us tonight. Pretty awesome. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Easter eggs. I'm not going to spoil anything on Guardians of the Galaxy, so don't worry about that. Auntie's Beach House reopens at Alani, or Disney Resort and Spa, May the 25th. Cool. There was something. Surely I would have remembered to keep that. Where's it at? Disney Parks. Oh, Shane wanted me to say that JoJo Siwa rode Guardians of the Galaxy with Josh D'Amaro and Jeff Volley. So there's that. And she's excited for the Descendants musical. I think Allie is too. I enjoyed the Descendants movies. I liked the first one. I liked the second one. I didn't necessarily like the second one. I liked the third one. So I think that goes with a lot of trilogies where the second one's usually like the dumpster fire of all of them. Let's see what this is, because I thought I had saved it. Disney Summer Magic Quest. Oh, this is that show. Yeah. I haven't liked any of these. So, an all-night adventure this summer because Disney Magic Quest is back. Walt Disney World Resort. I'm excited to announce that the third installment of Disney Magic Quest returns to Disney Channel this summer on June the 26th, and we are exclusively revealing the logo for Disney Summer Magic Quest here. Guided by your host, Yvette Nicole Brown from Zombie Superstars, Meg Donnelly, Pierce Yoza, Kylie Russell, and Matt Cornett will compete in incredible summer quest and partake in challenges inside Epcot during the world's most magical celebration, the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. In Disney Summer Magic Quest, the two teams will race around the world and beyond as they compete head-to-head around the neighborhoods of Epcot, including the all-new Wonders of Xandar Pavilion with the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction, opening May 27th. I have not liked one of these shows yet. They are overacted, so I don't know. Just not my thing. You guys got anything else? Good crowd watching tonight. Thank you for watching again. Matt with the DPI podcast, and we are basically everywhere on social media. So if you want to find us on social media, just look for us. We're there. Two big ones down at the bottom here. Boom. Over there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. at DPI Podcast on Facebook, at Disney Planning Insights Podcast on YouTube. Getting close to 25,000 views on YouTube, so thank you very much for all of that. And that's really all I got for you guys today. Again, thanks for watching, and if you're listening on the replay on Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you get a podcast, thank you very much for doing that as well. I'm going to go ahead and get into the closing, so I can actually tuck my kids in on time tonight. So. Thank you guys for watching tonight. No guest on the show. Peter's still working with the boys golf team over at Hamilton Southeastern, but we'll have him back on this summer. Find us on social media. Like I said, we're just about everywhere. At DPI Podcast is the best place to look. Over on Facebook, at Disney Insights on Twitter. That's where I kind of spout off the most. And Disney Planning Insights on YouTube. That's where we put all of our movies up, ride, point of view. Thank you guys all for watching, listening, everything that you do. We will catch you next week on May the 17th. Have a good week. We'll talk.